up, and welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you guys are all well, staying positive, testing negative, all that good stuff that you can come to expect from your boy. I hope you're all well, and welcome back to returning subscribers, hopefully new subscribers and followers alike, because this will be going out on all of my social media platforms, hopefully all being well. Before we do start the video, I want to obviously just touch on a few things that I've got cooking in the background, sort of on the back burner as such. I'm going to be starting my own podcast, so if there's anyone out there that has anything that they really feel passionate about talking about, or certain subjects that they don't feel that are covered within, say, the news, or within, just kind of general social media, hit me up either on YouTube, on Facebook. All the links will be typed out in the description down below. And yeah, make sure you do so, because obviously, I'm bringing these content, these videos, this content for you guys, and hopefully you guys get and learn stuff from it, if that's possible, and whatnot. I'm sure anything is possible, but and other things I've got, as mentioned, audio only podcasts, or say, because obviously I have to make sure it's audio only, because there are sort of different types of podcasts that are out there, and yeah, just to sort of touch on that, for the near future, it will be generalized sort of sports, kind of a more of a radio station feel to it. So, hopefully, if there's anyone, again, that wants to talk about sports, want to talk about sort of any sports in general, I feel personally I'm able to talk about sort of any sports, really, because, in terms of not so much whether you know about it or not, I feel like I'm a person that can sort of just, I'm a quick learner, so I'm just kind of, I can sort of go with the flow, but, obviously providing the person who comes on, or whatever, and knows, I guess, what they're talking about, knows more than what they're talking about. I would like to hopefully start bringing that type of content to you, and hopefully we can sort of go from there. Other things, there will be, as you're well aware, I did run a series a couple of years ago, I think, from the Premier League sort of side of things, Premier League Weekly Prediction Show. That's coming back, and also the what's the other thing? It was I guess weekly debate show as well, as to where sort of fans of other clubs can come on and obviously talk about their own sort of their own fans, from a fan's perspective of their club, in retrospect of obviously what's going on within their club and whatnot, and if they've got any issues that they sort of want to get out. Feel free to hit me up, because that, again, that's going to be coming out hopefully on a Friday night and a Monday night. If failing that, it will be Friday night and a Tuesday morning. Because obviously give the time, and basically it will come out at the end of every game day, every game week. Once all the fixtures have been played throughout that weekend, or even midweek games, obviously we'll kind of I'll work out when is best to obviously put certain different types of content out, and whatnot. Your boy's still new to it, so yeah, your boy is I'm definitely working behind the scenes, as to getting more and more content out for you guys. So yeah, be sure to obviously also let me know what type of content you want as well, and also when should I drop it? So, when are you most active on YouTube and stuff like that and whatnot? And I say YouTube, it'll be on various platforms, as to Spotify, iTunes, obviously for podcasts, and Spotify for podcasts, and YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. But anyway, without further ado, obviously let's get into the video. It is Rapid Wien against Arsenal this Thursday, 5-6 kickoff. Arsenal get their Europa League group stage campaign underway with a trip to Austria. Again, football's a bit mad, obviously this year and the back end of last year. So, well, to say the least, I guess, if there is such thing as a perfect game to bounce back from the weekend defeat against Manchester City, I guess this would fall under that category. I think with everything kind of going on, as to Arsenal now starting their cup competition, obviously the and whatnot. I think with this and the particular group that we've been dealt, it's not so much I wouldn't say it's a perfect group, but it's as close to perfect as it probably would turn out. So, yeah, obviously Arsenal trip to Austria this Thursday. We know our history within the Europa League, and that being said, it's I think it's imperative that obviously Arsenal get off to a winning start, because obviously you always want to start the competition with a win and start obviously just start as you mean to go on. So it's kind of starting with the best possible outcome, and which would be obviously an away win for the boys. And I think it's very much possible. I will put somewhere dotted around, I say dotted around it. Obviously, you'll see my predicted match lineup at the end of the video, but also Arsenal's Europa League squad that has now been confirmed. There's a few, I guess, surprise omissions, as to sort of, the likes of Ozil. Again, whether they're surprise omissions, probably not, but, it's still sort of surprising to not see big players like that included in the group. So, but that's obviously just for the group stages, and then obviously in January, as the competition progresses, you can obviously add different players in, and whatnot, take other players out, because obviously Gabriel Martinelli was another surprise omission obviously for the group stages, but that's only just because he's coming back from injury. And mentioning, I guess, our history within this competition, in the 18-19 season, we went all the way to the last round of 32, or round of 32 as it were, crushed out in dramatic fashion against Olympiacos, and I guess the less said the better. So, as to when, you look at a competition in general, you obviously always want to win it. Do I think Arsenal are good enough to win it? Probably not, bearing in mind, you get obviously the Champions League dropouts and, everything in between. And obviously you do get a fair amount of, good teams sort of just starting off in the competition in general. So, with that, it's definitely going to be interesting, because with sorry, I'm just looking down. I'm looking at sort of stats and stuff just on my phone. It's just down here. So yeah, with and obviously starting off against a team that that'll pose a different threat to when obviously what we are, I guess, used to. So I think that will be really, really interesting to see how Arsenal, and to see how Arteta, see who he selects for the game day. And obviously within the squad, obviously, as mentioned, I'll put my the predicted, sort of lineup. But Arsenal also have a Norwegian side in Mould, and also I think it's Mould, and also a trip to Ireland to play Dundalk. So yeah, as to the group itself, we should progress relatively easy. I say should, in inverted commas, whatnot, speech marks, whatever you want to call it. But I think it's it's a good game to have after the weekend's defeat, and it's a good game to possibly bounce back, with a win, and hopefully a comfortable win at that. Do I expect them to pose much threat? Of course I do, because obviously it's Arsenal's defence. Let's be honest. As to I guess it being played, even with it being played behind closed doors, I definitely expect them to pose a lot of threat to us, because again, yes, we have improved, but have we improved to a significant amount? Probably not, and you would probably err on the side of caution, where you sort of say, even with the players that we have at our disposal, it's if the lineup is as good as can be, then I see no other reason as to why Arsenal can't win. As obviously, with it being played behind closed doors, it's the early kickoff, or part of the early kickoff sort of schedule. 5 to 6, 5:55 kickoff on the 22nd, which is obviously this Thursday. So again, personally, there is no reason why Arsenal are not able to win and progress quite comfortably throughout this group. As the competition heats up and obviously gets, I guess, to what would be the business end. There's personally no particular, as I say, particular reason. I think he's probably looking like to rotate, I guess, because obviously with a thick and fast Premier League schedule, coming up, obviously Leicester this weekend, and again there will be possibly debuts handed to Runnison and maybe Thomas Partey. So obviously Partey came on against City and it was kind of like a bit meh. My prediction, let's say, obviously I definitely expect Arsenal to win. The head-to-head records, this would be the first time they've ever met between the two sides. So with that being said, I think obviously Arsenal, heavy favourites. I think Arsenal, even though I did mention winning, I'm going to change it from what I had said. So yeah, I'm going to change it from what I had said. I said I expect Arsenal to win 2-1, 2-1 or 2-0. I'm going to go with 3-1. I think Arsenal will show their attacking dominance through a pacey front three of, well, you'll have to wait to the end of the video to see my my predicted lineup. So yeah, I think that is going to be it for the video, really, because again, with these type of videos, and again against teams that are sort of not too familiar with, obviously Arsenal playing against Rapid Wien for the first time, I think that I guess I've covered most of what needs to be covered in terms of start of the competition and everything kind of going forward. So yeah, I expect Arsenal to win and win comfortably. I think there'll be calls for rotation in terms of the side. So yeah, there will be maybe more of a youthful looking side, because obviously very much as to I guess the academy graduates of Nelson and Nketiah, Joe Willock could all play a part at some point. With the likes of, I guess, Xhaka and the kind of more experienced lot. So yeah, without kind of obviously dragging this out any longer, that is going to be it. Leave your comments, thoughts, opinions, suggestions, and everything down below. And if there is anything you do want to see, as mentioned, leave it down below. Yeah, your boy is out here. I'll talk to you guys very, very soon, and you'll be inundated with content as of this week, really, because I've got a new editor who's been editing my thumbnails. So obviously, shout out to Ben on Instagram. I will make sure, as I think in the last video, but I will make sure in this video that he gets top link of the description. So go drop him a follow if you can. Top editor, top guy, and yeah, he's one of the best in the biz. So yeah, peace, deuces. Come on, boys. You know what to do.